What if you woke up one day and realized you weren't the only one living inside your own mind? What if your body could speak in different voices, act like completely different people, and you had no memory of it happening? This isn't a horror movie. This is a real and often misunderstood mental health condition. And today, we're diving deep into the truth behind what many people still call multiple personality disorder. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the strange, the mysterious, and the misunderstood aspects of reality. Today's topic is one of the most controversial and fascinating psychological conditions ever studied, dissociative identity disorder, formerly known as multiple personality disorder. You may have seen it in movies, you may have heard wild stories, but what's real? And what's just Hollywood fiction? Let's break it down. Dissociative Identity Disorder, or DID, is a complex mental health condition where a person develops two or more distinct identities, often called alters, that take control of their behavior at different times. Each identity can have its own name, its own voice, its own memories, even its own personality traits. In some cases, these identities may not even be aware of each other. Imagine your mind creating separate selves as a way to cope with overwhelming trauma. That's the key word here, trauma. DID is not something people are born with. It usually develops as a response to severe, repeated trauma, especially during early childhood. To understand DID, you have to understand the brain's survival mechanism. When a child experiences extreme trauma, such as abuse or neglect, their mind may not be able to process it fully. So instead, it does something incredible. It splits. One part of the mind holds the trauma. Another part carries on with daily life. Over time, these parts can become more distinct, more separate, until they form entirely different identities. This isn't possession. This isn't someone pretending. This is the brain trying to survive the unbearable. DID doesn't always look dramatic like in movies. In reality, symptoms can include memory gaps or lost time, finding items you don't remember buying, hearing internal voices, sudden changes in behavior or mood, feeling disconnected from your own body. In more noticeable cases, a person may switch between identities, sometimes subtly, sometimes very clearly. One identity might be calm and quiet. Another might be aggressive or protective. Another could even be a childlike version of the person. These identities often serve specific roles, like protecting the individual from emotional pain. Let's clear something up. Movies and media have seriously distorted what DID actually is. Myth number 1. People with DID are dangerous. Reality. Most people with DID are not violent. They are far more likely to harm themselves than others. Myth number 2. It's fake or made up. Reality. DID is recognized by mental health professionals worldwide and is listed in diagnostic manuals. Myth number 3. It's the same as being possessed. Reality. DID is a psychological condition, not a supernatural one. That said, the experience can feel so intense and unfamiliar that people sometimes interpret it in spiritual or supernatural ways. DID can be treated, but it takes time. Treatment usually involves long-term psychotherapy, trauma-focused therapy, learning to integrate or harmonize identities. The goal isn't always to erase identities, but to help the person gain control, stability, and healing. Recovery is possible, but it requires patience, understanding, and proper support. Dissociative identity disorder is not a spectacle. It's not entertainment. It's a deeply human response to pain, a mind doing whatever it can to survive. Behind every case is a real person, with a real story, trying to piece themselves back together. If this video changed how you see dissociative identity disorder, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of the human mind and reality itself. Comment below. What do you think? Do you believe DID is misunderstood or misrepresented? And if you want more content like this, dark psychology, unexplained phenomena, and the truth behind the unknown, stay tuned, because reality is often stranger than fiction.